What's going on, all my new, current, and future rideshare drivers and passengers out there? Welcome to the channel. Before I get started, if this is your first time here and you find the content helpful, entertaining, or otherwise, don't hesitate, don't be shy, smash that subscribe button and click that little bell icon. That way you'll get notified when I come out with new videos. If you want to sign up to become an Uber driver and have a bonus guarantee automatically applied, sign up with the link in the description below. If you're an Uber driver and somehow you forgot to do that before you started driving because, hey, you didn't know anybody, so of course you didn't use anyone's link or code, you may still be in luck. Follow those instructions in the description below and potentially get a bonus retroactively applied today. Now, today's video, I'm a little excited for the simple fact of Uber's new PIN verification system should help alleviate two most common scams against drivers that happen each and every day. And that is the whole say my name scam and the wrong rider scam. Now, for those that don't know what this is at all, these two things go hand in hand, okay? Drivers have no clue at all who we are picking up. We do not get a picture of the person, and 9 times out of 10, the name they give is some kind of fake name like Yo Mama or Big Daddy. So when we pull up, and they're like, yo, you Big Daddy? And they're like, yeah, I'm Big Daddy, and they get in the car. They still want to go where the actual destination is, but then end up saying it's the wrong rider. You want to know why? For the simple fact of they want a free ride. And to me, that is some bogus BS. That's a negative ghost rider. Passengers should not be doing that to try to scam drivers into a free ride. Okay? Now, third-party rides happen all the time. So while I was sitting there saying, are you Big Daddy? And he was like, yeah, well, guess what? I guess the real Big Daddy ordered it for his little baby or whatever you want to call him. Either way, it wasn't him, and that's how we get away with it for the simple fact of the actual account holder did not take the trip. And sad to say, when this happens, driver's fare gets ripped from them, and they're left, with their mouth open, wondering what the hell just happened. Now, when that does happen, a lot of drivers can fight back and sit there and say, I did take the right passenger. They wanted to go exactly to the location, so how the hell was it not the correct passenger, right? So, now, Uber's PIN verification is going to make it so this doesn't happen anymore. Even if it is a third-party rider, it won't matter. So we won't have to sit there and worry about what the names are anymore. Say my name will be irrelevant, okay? Now, please, guys, drivers, I call this the proper pickup procedure. Please listen up. When you pull up to see who your passengers are, whatever, you keep your doors locked at all times. Roll down your passenger window some so they come up to it, and you'd be like, are you waiting for an Uber? And they're going to say yes. And now it's not going to be say my name. It's going to be say my PIN. All right? Because if you ain't got the correct PIN, guess what? You ain't getting in. That's simple, that easy, guys. So it says, whether it's because of a busy location or a late night, we've heard from drivers that it's sometimes hard to verify you're picking up the right rider. Well, that and the simple fact you allow all these third-party rides. Those don't have nothing to do with it. It says that's why we're introducing PIN verification. Starting today, you may need to enter a PIN from your rider before you can start a trip in the app, which is pretty good. It says this helps you verify that the right rider is getting into your car, and it allows both of you to travel with more peace of mind. It does help drivers travel with a little bit more peace of mind for the simple fact of, hey, you're actually going to get all your money when you're done with this trip. All right? And to me, making sure drivers get paid correctly, that deserves a thumbs up right there. It says how it works. On certain trips, riders will tell you a unique 4-digit PIN. You'll have 5 attempts to enter the correct PIN, and you'll only be able to start the trip after you've entered the correct PIN into your app. Now, when this goes down, if you have this in your market yet, because hopefully soon this will be spreading to all of them, please, like I just said earlier, no PIN, you ain't getting in. Do not let somebody get into your car and then start telling you numbers. They got 5 different chances to try to guess the right one. All right? Make sure your doors are locked. You keep them outside until the PIN is verified. Now, this is also why I tell people please have dash cams as well, because just in case if people want to get pissy and mad because maybe they're taking a third-party trip and that person gave them the wrong PIN and they try to take it out on you or your vehicle, you have your dash cam to at least catch that and, someone's going to be held accountable, most likely that account holder, something. But you want to make sure you do not let him in your vehicle before this process. And now to me, I do find this is going to be great. I also do at the same time see that there's going to probably be some complications down the road for when you're trying to pick up people like at the airport or at sporting events like a football stadium or something, baseball stadium, something like that, for the simple fact of sometimes you can't stay parked but for so long. So passengers out there, if you're listening, make sure you have that PIN on ready to sit there and tell your driver, okay? And also, please look at your vehicles. Make sure when you're looking in the app that you see the license plate. If the license plate matches up, the driver's picture matches up, odds are that's going to be your driver, okay? Then you approach the person's vehicle to give them their PIN. Do not approach random vehicles saying, are you my Uber? Or just start shooting out numbers, okay? Because it's just going to frustrate you. It's going to frustrate drivers, and no one's going to win, and you ain't getting a ride, okay? Now, like I said, this right here should definitely help prevent the wrong rider scam and the say my name scam, because now names will just be irrelevant for the simple fact of passengers can, order for another person. As long as they got the correct PIN, then, and only then can you get in. All right. Now, I do think, like I said, there's going to be probably some problems when you're first starting out, but overall, this is good. I still wish they would make passengers provide real names and photos, at least to Uber, so that way we just still don't have people signing up on like stolen credit cards, gift cards, stuff like that, where these people can't be tracked in case something happens. Because then it's just like, what? You verified that it was the correct passenger, and then the correct passenger did something wrong to a driver. How you still going to catch that person? Okay, so as much as I'd like to be extremely happy on this, I just can't be, because I know Uber and Lyft definitely they can definitely do more. They can do more to help drivers feel safer while they're on the road. And yes, I know a lot of people are always like, well, you don't feel safe, don't do this job. Well, that's with any job, okay? So you can just take that BS with Aphrodite and kick rocks, because no matter what field of work you're doing, there's always going to be some kind of dangers. There's dangers when you leave your house, okay? But for the simple fact of Uber cannot implement all their rules that they have on drivers towards passengers, all right? There's nobody out here patting down each and every passenger before they get in your car, so they can't sit there and say, drivers and passengers are supposed to not have any kind of weapons or anything like that. That's bogus. I mean, it's good in theory, it's good to say, but we all know from all the reports you've seen on news, from the videos I've done, that that's just not the case, okay? I strongly do believe drivers should definitely protect themselves by any means necessary, as long as they are following their local state laws with everything, okay? Whether it's taser, firearms, whatever, all right? And then the same thing with passengers. I mean, people have their concealed carry for a reason. That's what I can say on that. So unless you have that plastic barrier here or something, the bulletproof barrier, there is no way you're ever going to alleviate 100% of the safety issues that ensue in doing this type of work. That's how I feel about that. But I do think with all the scams going out there, with a lot of people trying to pretend that they're Uber support to sit there and get your information, with passengers saying the incorrect passenger took the trip just to get their money back, the false reports against drivers. I wish this would fix all the other things. It won't. But now there also is another feature in there, the audio recording. If this is in your market, please start using that, because that'll at least alleviate some of those false reports out there. So with the PIN system, the audio system that Uber's trying to implement, both of these together could potentially make things a little better. Of course, like I said, you're never guaranteed anything. You're never guaranteed anything out there. The only two things you can guarantee is that you're going to have to pay taxes and that one day you will die. Those are the only two things guaranteed in life. Now, again, this PIN system, I do think, is going to help drivers out in the long run. But we're going to see how this goes. I know for a fact they had this out, a couple years ago when you went to stadiums to pick up people. They were trying to help and figure things out. I don't know why it didn't continue and keep going, but there it is. The only thing I could think of is the simple fact of it made a lot more complications, or there was system errors and the pins weren't matching up. But hopefully they fixed all whatever bugs they have. This should help drivers not get scammed out there on the road. And that I'm happy for and I'm all for. And it'd be really nice, like I said, if they implement some other safety things, but I guess time will tell. But all right, guys, as always, check the description below for extra information and tips. You keep doing your thing, get your money, use common sense, stay safe out there. And remember, guys, you ain't got the pin, you don't get in. And until next time, Uber on or don't. Peace out.